I want to see if we are going to target these highs here, and then the ultimate high at 19,591. That's what I'm targeting. I want to be in and out 150 points that we're targeting. And if it hits that, we're done for today because of FOMC and everything. We will have news at 1 o'clock. So I don't know how they're going to want to be moving price. I said I didn't want to trade today, but this looked clean. And we traded through this bullish level here after pretty much dipping under this sell side liquidity here. Right here. So I just want to see if price is going to push higher. We'll see. If we take a loss here, that's all for me. I'm not really going to push anything because of the fact that we have FOMC and everything else. I want to keep things very light. If we get stopped out here, we're done for today. Ideally, I want to see price, if it does trade back inside the zone, support the 50% and push higher. So we'll see how it reacts here. Let me zoom in on this chart on the left for you guys to see the higher time frame chart. Let me put this in sync. So as you guys can see, you see the two lows of these candles. This current 1 hour candle dip below them right here. And so I'm looking to see if price is going to target these highs here. And the ultimate high I'm targeting is the 19,591.75 level. So we'll see how that goes. And then once that's done, I'm done for today. I have all those equal highs here. Ideally, we would have entered inside the 50% of this fair value gap turned inverse, because this is now well, actually, it's not an inverse now because we traded through it, found support within it. I think it would have been an inverse if we traded through it again and then use it as at 50%. But ideally, after trading through it and we come and rush back inside this area, the ideal entry for me would have been inside of here. But once I saw price, it was already up here. So I went into the trade with the idea that price isn't really going to dip below this area. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't want to see price come back into this area. If it does, I'm looking to see if price will, find support within this area here and push higher once again. But ideally for me, I don't want to see price come back down. I want to see it rush to the highs. As you guys can see, we have these volume imbalances here. Part of me, so the struggle with me is sometimes I don't like to lose. I'm gonna be honest, and I think that clouds my judgment because I will move my stop loss to break even and protect myself. Um, as you guys can see, we didn't respect these volume imbalances here. We traded to it and then melted lower. So I want to see how price is going to react within this range here of the bullish fair value gap, which we kind of traded through already. So it makes me think that they're going to probably want to try to trade lower to this lower fair value gap here. We're going to have to wait and see, but with this trade, I'm not going to shift my stop loss to break even. I'm going to leave it under the low. Oftentimes, I've been getting stopped out because of shifting my stop loss. So I want to see if I don't, will this trade, run for the highs like I am expecting it to, or will we get stopped out and get in this area here that I want support and be disrespected. So that's honestly what I'm going to be waiting for. I want to trust my trade and my bias and leave my stop loss where it is just in case price does decide to dip inside of this area one more time before taking the highs. And like I said, if we get stopped out in this trade, we're going to accept the loss and just call it. So we are risking, it's NQ, so we're risking 42 points. That's $210. It's not too bad. And the potential is 750. So let's see what happens. I'm targeting the full price up here. I'm going to leave another alert at the highs here as well so that I can get notified if it hits this level as well. So I want to see. Sometimes they could take the high here and not go for the full high at the top. But we have this large bullish candle here that has buy side liquidity. So ideally, I want to see it tap those highs as well. So far, so good, I believe. I like that price kind of dipped under it, but then started trading and closing inside of the fair value gap. Ideally, I want to see price keep pushing higher pretty strong. But let's see what happens. Okay, so price broke under it. Low, high, lower, low. There is like some weird like form of how price was created here. As you guys can see, we have a volume imbalance here. And obviously I took the last up candle as the breaker, but notice how this black candle opened above it. So I don't know if that's going to have any effect in how price trades here. But as you guys can see, we're trading inside that zone again. Let's see if it's going to respect it or if we're going to get stopped out here. So at this point, I would have normally shifted my stop loss to break even. So let's see if that was a mistake on my part for not protecting myself. As you guys know, it's FOMC, so obviously you're going to have more of a risk factor when you're trading, but that's part of the game. I wanted to get into it. It looked clean. Something caught my attention here, but there's a chance we get stopped out here. So let's see if price is going to respect this 50%. That's what I'm looking for. We're currently down in drawdown right now. But ideally, we will see price respect this area and push higher if I am correct on bias. If not, we'll get stopped out here and we're calling it. We do have another bullish fair value gap here. Not sure if they're going to want to take it down there, but as I stated previously, ideally for me, I want to see price push up from this level, not trade to the lows of this red fair value gap, but by the looks of it, we might be getting stopped out. As you guys can see, these lines here are the spread, and the spread was getting real close to the lows here. So let's see how price is gonna trade and react here. It is 8:57 currently. We have 9:30 open soon. So I should have probably just taken my profits here and been done. But that's okay. We wanted to see if we were going to get the whole trade through. And we're trying to trust our bias, not really move our stop loss, Even though I think today we probably should have, considering how price has been creating massive gaps everywhere. So we'll see how it happens here. If we get stopped out, like I said, that's the only trade I'm taking today. No more, no less, So let's see. So far, so good. I like that push. Benjamin. So far, so good, guys. I like the reaction we got off the zone. That, for me, maybe makes me feel a little bit better. Confirms to me that maybe we won't want to push higher. If we break above this level here, I'll be a little bit more confident in it. We have this volume imbalance here, so ideally I want to see price trade right through it. But let's see what happens. What I'll do is I'm going to shift my stop loss to a little bit higher, lowering the risk a little bit. So it's 34 points now instead. I don't see the point of them coming back to this area now that price traded inside that area that I told you guys. So it's $170 now that this trade is risking to make $750. It is a 4-to-1 risk to reward if this trade hits TP, where we're aiming to get out. I don't like how price kind of respected here, but let's see if we push above after tapping this area again. There is no reason for price to trade past these levels here. We have a volume imbalance here. That's the extent of what I believe, is necessary. Right here. And as you guys can see, we just tapped inside of that volume imbalance now. So let's see if that's all they needed or if they have to close the bodies of the candles inside of this level. But ideally, I want to see price pump higher from here. I'm going to run to the kitchen real quick. I have to get a couple things ready before I leave. I have an appointment at 10 a.m. So I'm going to mute myself, leave this trade running, and I have my alerts set. So if price hits any of our areas here, we will hear it and come back to the charts. There's 17 minutes left, 17 minutes of the recording, so we have like 2.5 minutes left. Hopefully the trade runs before the recording ends. But if it does end before the recording uploads, what I will do is post a picture of the outcome of the result of this trade.